to another episode of Our Wives Are Friends.
With your host, Tyler and Skyler.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit different.
A little bit different.
Sounds a little different than what we're normally used to. Tyler and Skyler.
So, still no sponsors.
Still
No
no
sponsors.
Well, we took a kind of a long hiatus to kind of figure everything out. I hope everyone that's kind of listened before kind of still enjoys the dynamic, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where you had Tyler and Eric.
Yep.
Now we got Tyler and Skyler.
And Skyler.
Yeah, but I feel like your episodes where you would come on and guest host and have you on as a guest or whatever, like you had
a pretty good back and forth.
Yeah, we had a good back and forth. We've been friends forever, just like Eric and all of us have been.
Eric's retired now.
Yeah, he's retired. He's now a stay-at-home dad. But
the reason he retired, he has way too many kids.
Yeah, that kind of caught up to him, I think.
Real quickly.
It was, I could definitely do this, and then come to find out. I mean, we went on for, what, year and a half?
Yes.
Until he finally was just like, I can't do this anymore. Yep. Like, you know, he didn't really do much to begin with, but it's okay.
Dang it.
Nah. I enjoyed having Eric on a lot. It was good for...
Eric's a really good friend of ours.
It really helped bring our relationship back stuff, so I definitely appreciate having this idea and putting it to fruition. And
we should get a cardboard cutout of Eric and put him in the corner.
Dude, do you think Kinkos would think we're weird?
Probably.
Get a cardboard cutout of him. Put it in this chair right here.
We could, yeah. From when we don't have guests, we could definitely put it like in the chair.
Yeah. Just start posting pictures of us two in the cardboard cutout of Eric.
Yeah, we can give it like a soundboard.
Dude.
It'd be pretty good.
I need to have Eric come in, and I'll just record a bunch of soundboard stuff from him. Of him going,
yeah, or like when he's half asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just like things like that. That'd be funny.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. Good one.
So what's going on in the world of Skyler?
Oh man, it is we're playing catch up here. It's a lot, man. Yeah, it's a busy year. We're on a new year now.
Yep.
We're
2024.
2024. I keep writing on paperwork 23 often.
That's pretty common though.
I think everybody does that for a long time. And bullshit if you don't.
Yeah, you're a fucking liar.
But I started out by 2024 by playing a little family vacation. We went up to the snow. Went up to Big Bear Resort and Mountain and all that good stuff.
How was that?
It was very clustered up there, man. It was a good time.
Did the vehicle make it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It wasn't snowy enough that we needed, like, we just took our car. Like, it wasn't like tire chains, trucks, and all that. It was just
cold.
Just cold up there. But no, it was actually really nice. Some of the lake was frozen over up there. But it wasn't bad. Very clustered. We went to some Big Bear attractions. This place called the Alpine Slide. There, very clustered. Then we had another one called Big Bear Play. That's another one. It just has like tubing, different things.
Well, I've never actually been to Big Bear, but I feel like that's where like everyone from LA goes though. So
yes,
that's kind of one of the reasons
I've been told.
Fun.
So, I mean, really, I'm not a huge snow guy outside of town, like outside of our mountains around here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice getting around to all that. And we did like an Airbnb. So, you're in some stranger's house.
Yeah, I was going to ask where you stayed. How was the Airbnb experience?
It was good.
Have you done that before?
Yeah, I've done that before.
I always hear of nightmares. I've done Airbnb like once or twice. Never had really any issues, but I've always heard like Airbnb nightmares. Jack up. Cleaning price on you that you don't know about or some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, if you fuck up stuff, there's different weird little things they have going on. So like we haven't been charged for it yet, but like ours was like, I don't know, what was it, the trash can. They said only put certain stuff in the trash can. But unbeknownst to them, they're not there all the time. Their neighbors were using the trash can. So that didn't really help.
Yeah, that's how are they gonna blame you for that?
Yeah, and I don't know. But it was a good time. So if you want to have nightmares from an Airbnb, I believe there's a movie called Barbarian. I don't know if you've seen that. You seen that?
Conan?
No, not Conan the Barbarian. That is not an Airbnb.
It's just a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, frustrated in an Airbnb.
No, I don't want to give a lot, but when you go to an Airbnb, and I actually did it, and maybe that movie put something like it definitely like got me going. I check every nook and cranny. of an Airbnb when we stay in it,
Like
because
cameras and stuff.
well, in Barbarian there is some secret little doors and stuff, hidden around, and you find out there's some weird stuff going on. So I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't seen it, please watch.
When did
please
it
watch
come out?
Barbarian. Oh,
The statute of limitations out on spoiling?
it's definitely, yeah. I mean, let's see,
Is it like a 2021 movie?
2022. So, but yeah, it's an Airbnb, and yeah, they keep finding stuff moved around in the house. Like they wake up and there's like stuff like moved around or something's going on, and they're like,
Like that those crazy
happening.
stories where like you hear like somebody's like living in the crawl space or something.
yeah, no, it was a basement.
You'll get up in the morning and like half your orange juice has been drinking.
Yeah. No, this one was a little bit more perverse. I think like panties and stuff are getting gone through in the movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Well, of course they got to turn it up,
So,
right?
like for instance, I went to that Airbnb up in Big Bear, and like there was 2 locked rooms. I didn't know what they were, but they were more closets. They were like little closets. So
Did you use a little snake camera and go underneath the door and take a
believe it or not, they had little crevice at the crack right there. I did look underneath. There's like supply closets.
look? Oh,
But yeah, no, it really did put me in like a whole perspective for Airbnbs.
yeah.
So
Go through and start looking at everything, make sure it's not a camera.
I mean, it's like that same thing. If you go and stay in a hotel, they always have those conjoined room doors.
Oh,
and you're always like, you like check the lock. You're like, is someone going to come through here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's for maid people and cleaning services.
Oh, that's for conjoining rooms when
something like that too.
has
Yeah,
a room in a
but
room
you're like,
and you have the middle door.
Yeah, you're like,
I'll always open it and just make sure their side's closed, and then
Yeah.
I close my shit real fast.
But anyway, yeah. Big Bear was cool. Real quaint town for the most part. Very expensive trip. Pretty pricey up there because it's a popular area.
Yeah.
And then we followed up Big Bear with we went to the Pirates adventure dinner in Buena Park.
Mhm.
We jetted from there on
It's
Sunday.
like medieval times, right?
Yeah,
But
it's
pirate
medieval
style?
times, but Pirates, it's smaller than medieval times. If whoever's not familiar with that, medieval times is like a play nights type of tournament.
The Tournament
yeah.
of Kings, which is the one in Vegas.
Yeah, the one in Vegas. I mean,
but
it's
like the same
very
type of thing,
self-explanatory. Renaissance Fair stuff has these, like, the whole thing. But they're fun, and the Pirates one is all the same fun. I will say this: I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna go ahead and give it like an 8 out of 10. Medieval times, I'm 10 out of 10. I'm really invested. The food's good. The drink's good.
Well, the
Everything's cool.
food's good too. Like, is this the same food?
Yeah.
So it's like the
Well, no. So Pirates dinner was expecting, for what you pay for it, I was expecting much bigger portions. Yeah, you go to medieval times and they're like, here's a whole
chicken.
rotisserie chicken. Go for it. And you're like, oh, cool, that's a lot. But this one was like, not. The meals weren't as good, but
Yeah, like
they're more
breast.
interactive with the crowd. Like right off the bat, they're like they're picking kids to interact. They're picking full grown men to, like, you got to play these games. Yeah. So whole thing.
How does it?
If you were drunk, you definitely would fall over and like make a fool of yourself.
So
I'll laugh at you.
okay, is there just like a giant pirate ship in the middle of the
Yes.
arena? Is it like set up the same where it's a big circle?
No, it is actually it's like a circle.
And then you have the pirate ship in the middle instead of like the jousting ring and stuff.
Exactly. No, it is a huge old pirate ship. So.
Oh, okay. You took some pictures?
Yeah, I took a bunch of pictures. Big old pirate ship.
I mean, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, and they do like sword fight.
Visually.
It's a lot of it's so medieval time is like fighting, a lot of like, and then when I say horseplay, they do jousting, stuff like that.
No, they just play with horses.
No, this one was man, I guess
That's a whole nother genre.
It was
of horseplay.
funny comedy, a lot of acrobatics type thing, like Circus Soleil style type stuff. No, all in all, really fun, good time. The takeaway from it at the end, I mean, we live in a very a woke society. The part at the end, there's like an ending to it. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reveal it. I mean, Pirates Dinner's been there for a while. They, like I told you, they pick kids, grown-ups, this whole thing. You're like competing.
Everybody gets a medal.
Yeah. So at the end, they take the littlest of kids to get them to participate in the show, right? They're doing something. They're not giving these kids real firearms, but they give them all these toy muskets, and they dress these kids up like the British, in red coats, and they line them up on the side of on the stage, and they aim their guns at the pirates. Like we're talking like a group of like 9 children, and they shoot the pirates one by one.
They have what you're saying. Okay, so they have little children dressed as redcoats
from 5
executing
5
pirates.
There's like 6.
Just absolutely 7. Executing pirates.
Yeah, they're making gun noises, and these kids are taking these pretend guns, and they are just blasting away. So my 14-year-old son that was next to me was almost on the floor dying. He thought it was so funny. I didn't know if it was the best message to put through to this society we're in, but hey,
that's a fantastic message.
Yeah,
bring back executions.
Yeah, make a line of muskets and shoot somebody.
Dude, that's so crazy.
It was crazy. Like the whole thing was very, very fun, and then that last part was like the question mark of, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen. It was an interesting twist. So, and then they play it out. They're like, oh, the day is saved by your children, and then they like give all the kids like, yeah, they're holding their little fake guns in the air, and you're like, wonderful. That's fun.
Dude, that's so funny. Just line them up.
Mm-hmm. Blast those fucking pirates, man. So,
firing squad.
But yeah, it was fun. It definitely is not as like if you would, we're gonna dramatize pirate action. I mean, pirates weren't suffering. They looked like their makeup was done. So probably half of them were gay. Who knows?
Well, maybe.
Good time.
So
Good time
okay, so what you're saying is not only was it a firing squad of children executing pirates, but it was a bunch of gay pirates they were executing.
It's probably most likely, yeah.
The way they were doing all the acrobatic stuff.
Again, not the best message. So
yeah, that pirate dinner might get canceled soon. So go see it while you can.
Go see it while you can, man. No, it was fun. They have little. I don't know if anyone's familiar with One Piece. Do you know what One Piece is, Tyler?
Yeah, I actually watched the whole Netflix show.
How did you like it?
Well, not really watching the anime. I thought it was pretty good. It's goofy, but then I kind of looked at the anime stuff, like because I wanted to compare.
Yeah.
So I saw like the scenes from the anime version and then the scenes from the show, and I'm like, I do like that they brought the goofiness to it.
I'll be honest. I've been watching One Piece since I was in 7th grade, and I'm still till this day watching it as a full-grown 35-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I think the live action was great. The great cast. They did really well. So for what it's worth, they were taking stuff and really compacting it. But I laughed at the Pirates dinner because I'm such a fan of that. Like where they take your family photo,
Mm-hmm.
They had little One Piece memes taped to the camera. And like then I said, hey, like I had asked one of the hostess ladies, I said, you guys get more business with this whole like One Piece thing going on? Because it was a big thing. They even had a whole Santa Monica Pier festival of One Piece at one point down in LA. And they're like, oh yeah, like people come in, they even ask us like, is this gonna be like, well, it's not fucking One Piece, it's Pirate Adventure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were fun. They were even selling little replica swords from it.
They should do like a One Piece night.
They really should. That would actually be very fun.
Like,
it'd probably less get canceled than the kids shooting pirates.
Thursday nights at the pirate place, we do One Piece.
Yeah. Actually, every I just realized every what was it? Friday night and Saturday night, they do dueling pianos on top of the deck of the ship that has nothing to do with pirates.
What?
You just go there for dinner for dueling pianos.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be the night that you go see the tournament of the pirate duel thing?
You would think, but they said they do good with dueling pianos, which I don't know if you've been to dueling pianos ever. It's a good time. You get a drink, you go with the wife, whatever.
I've experienced the dueling piano.
So, yeah, man, good time. And then let's see. Pirates. So that was a new experience. Usually it's medieval times every time.
Is it right next to medieval times or something?
Literally, you hop the wall to the parking lot.
So you got medieval times, the pirate thing, the wax museum.
If you're looking for a dinner and a show, it's right there.
The wax museum and then the museum of tolerance right next to it.
No, those aren't there. No, but then right next to it again, we went to the family the next day, Sunday.
Yeah.
Sorry. Pirates dinner was on Sunday. Monday, we followed up. The wife gets a big discount through her work, through amusement parks.
Mm-hmm.
We went to what's called, down here in California, we have Knott's Berry Farm. And I don't know how true it is. Maybe it is true. I guess I've never looked at the history, but like you'll go in and they advertise. It's like their mascot's like Snoopy. If anyone knows the Peanuts, they're pretty, pretty gone. Not a lot of people know who Snoopy is now, but it's Snoopy and the Peanuts gang. That's like their main mascots.
Yeah,
and,
Charlie Brown and all that.
Charlie Brown, yeah. But
Charles Schultz.
they also say that is one of the first theme parks in California. I'm not sure how that is, but I will say that oddly enough, the last time I went there was 4 years ago, and I've brought it up like recently to my grandparents, like, where are you guys gonna go? And they were like, oh, Knott's Berry Farm. Grandparents, they rattle off on stories.
Yeah.
When they were young, Knott's Berry Farm was free. You just walked in there, and it was just this free open theme park that you would do stuff.
That's probably why it's so cheap to still go, because it's pretty cheap, right?
Nah. If
like,
you're paying
compared to Disneyland.
Okay, yeah, no, Disneyland price is outlandish. Knott's Berry Farm, I think you are probably looking at like $90 to $100 a ticket, like just for the day. But I mean, so we're at this theme park, and we went there, and like, man, you would think with the time and day that we are in now, it would have a better way to mitigate theme parks. But like, what it is that you'll go. They have rides, roller coasters, little theme attractions, right? But then they have you're waiting in line from. If you get there when it's open, like our first line was, I don't know, 20 minutes long. And it increases throughout the day.
Yeah, because more people show up.
An hour, 2-hour line. You're just like, is it even worth it at that time, man? Like, we don't have an infinite amount of time. Time doesn't stop while you're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we actually got saved by my brother-in-law. He's actually healing now and he's in recovery, but he had broken his leg, right? Just a little bit back. He'd broken his leg, got in a car accident. He's like, dude, I can't stand up in these lines. Like, they're starting to get really long. Oh, yeah, it's kind of like starting to hurt me. So he goes, I'm going to go try something. And he
gets a wheelchair?
No, well, so this is a thing. This is a thing that I would like to put out there because I didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have, don't be a lying piece of shit. I guess you can if you really wanted to. But he went to the guest services line and he was going to, preach on his disability because he has like a limp, stuff like that. Well, sure enough, they ended up taking it. They don't ask you. They don't get really impersonal with it.
Right, because they don't.
They don't want it. Like, you're like, I'm thinking like, oh, dude, he's going to have papers. Some handicap. No, he just was like, hey, like, I have this. He even was enough to like, here's my scars. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to show you? Like, I'm fucking limping. And, they didn't really get too impersonal with it, but they hand you a chart. This is for anybody with like an actual disability, whatever. And it was cool because now you're not waiting in a 3-hour line. That chart, you take everyone that's in your party, right? So it's him plus it was like all the 7 at the time.
You go through the exit or something.
And you go through where they do the normal fast pass lane.
Right.
But the only stipulation is, so you rock it like a fast pass. You get in that little
Just
fast
pay
pass.
for a fast pass.
You could do that. That's also another $90 on top of that. But anyway, so we did that. And he was the saving grace because it gives time with you. If you have kids, it works out way better. You have in between times to fuck off. Basically, the stipulation was you go to the exit or whatever, the fast lane. They'll sign it, but in between, the stipulation is in between each ride you take to give other people a chance that are, obviously not the disability.
Right.
You have to wait an hour. So every time was an hour in between. So, you get to eat, all that stuff, get little shops. So, in all honesty, man.
So you go ride a ride. You go to the fast pass lane, ride a ride. Then you have to wait an hour before you can ride the next ride.
Yeah, they'll sign it.
Kind of like swimming.
I know, yeah. Something like that.
Oh, I ate. I guess I got to wait an hour.
But it beats like, oh, yeah, let's wait in 3 hours for this one to move to the next ride and go another.
Yeah, no, it beats 3 hours.
Yeah.
So an hour definitely beats 3 hours.
Yeah,
but
so.
Okay.
It was crazy. For a Monday, granted, it was a holiday for most. It still was pretty crazy, man. And then and booze are not cheap in theme parks. That's
yeah. It's definitely not cheap.
$20 a beer is kind of wild.
Sorry, I yawned. I do have a similar experience and story. You want another? What are you drinking?
Give me another one of these ones. This is a Mine Haze Light IPA from Firestone. It's a California thing. And it's really good. So pick these up on the way here. So typically when we do the podcast, we have a couple drink,
Yeah, loosen up.
Loosen up a little bit.
Loosen up.
So, yeah. A classic sound right there.
There you go. So in 8th grade, you remember we didn't go to junior high together, but
we do not.
But Magic Mountain trip.
Yeah, Magic
So
Mountain.
that was like a staple of like 8th grade year. The end of the year, you go to Magic Mountain with your
Yeah.
class.
Oh yeah.
So
There might be multiple trips there through younger grades.
So I had a bum ankle. It wasn't really bum. It was more played off. I had the brace and everything for it, so I slapped a brace on and got into the park. And I went over to the guest services counter.
Okay.
And got a wheelchair.
Oh, okay.
So me and all my 8th grade friends are pushing me around in a wheelchair, and we're just going right into the front of the line. Everything.
Perfect.
And we're just going right past all of our other friends. So it wasn't like we were just taking it away from the other 8th graders. So it's not like it was a weekend where we were just screwing over a bunch of normal people that paid a bunch of money to come. It was like the school paid for it, or whatever. And so we were just screwing over a bunch of our classmates. But it was funny when we were just going to the front and I'm in the wheelchair, like giving a thumbs up, and then I get up out of the wheelchair and just walk right to the ride and get on it, ride it.
I like that. You should have had your friends carry you like Weekend at Bernie's style.
No, they definitely had some fun, because if you've never been to Six Flags Magic Mountain, it's kind of hilly.
Yeah, I know.
So that was they were very fond of just letting me roll down the hill.
Yeah.
Just seeing where I land.
I like that.
If I didn't have an injury before and I was faking it, I would have by the time we ended.
Yeah, that young. All your friends are throwing things at you.
Yeah.
Speaking back to theme park, so something I found out, which was kind of a bummer. You've been to Universal Studios, right? We also have Universal Studios, Hollywood, in California.
Yeah, I've been there.
They have the live action shows, you sit down, you have a good time watching live action. Then so Universal
Waterworld,
Waterworld,
that's
man.
The best
Kevin
show,
Costner's dude. Waterworld, still there, till this day. So, Knott's Berry Farm really stipulates off of like an Old West type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not doing the Snoopy shit, Old West vibe. He used to have, I thought it was like one of the better live action shows. It was the, West live action Western theme show, Wild West stunt show. That's actually, I think, what it was called.
Okay.
It was great, dude. They had little, the miniguns, old school Western stuff. I'm sitting there like a jackass the whole goddamn theme park time. And I'm like, where are the little theme park maps? You know what I mean? So now being
on your phone,
it's a it's a QR code. Didn't know that. Well, then I asked Lena, I said, well, it doesn't show the times here for the Wild West show, and they told me they don't. They no longer have that because it's not family friendly. And I'm like, come on, man, you guys are cowboying it up here. Like, what are we doing? They're like, no, well, it had shooting and stuff like that. So
who gives a crap?
Yeah, they took it away, and I'm like, dude, like, have you seen Waterworld? Waterworld's ripping. People are on fire.
Dude, they shoot cannons at people.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. So now I'm kind of like, are we doing that now in a society? We're taking away live action, little stuff. Come on.
That makes me not want to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
No, it's a bummer. If they do that, if Universal Studios took away Waterworld as long as it lasted, I'm going to be so bummed out. Like, I would hate to go there and be like, yeah.
If they were to take out Waterworld, it would have to be replaced with a show that was equally or better.
Yes.
It couldn't be like some PC woke or they're not shooting nobody, because you go for the action, man.
Oh yeah,
explosions, and you feel the fire if you're close,
and they
hit
throw
with water.
Yeah, they throw water on you. So
that's what we need to watch. We need to watch Waterworld. In the next episode, we need to come on and fully review Waterworld.
Live episode from Waterworld live action.
Yes, I will fill my room here that we do the podcast with water, and then I'll seal it.
That'd do wonders for your carpet.
Yeah, that'd be great.
A lot of mold in here later on.
I'll seal the door with Flex Seal,
like that,
and then seal everything. I'll Flex Seal the entire inside of the room. And
why don't we just get like 2 kiddie pools and sit in them
and just record like that?
Yeah.
I don't think electronics and water
probably don't
go together.
No, they probably don't. We can get some little, floaties.
I think there's a few stories of people, throwing toasters in bathtubs that don't usually end well.
Possible, dude. Don't make toast in the bath.
Or blow dry your hair.
But no, man. I that was a bummer for me as me going there forever. I was like,
you were looking forward to it. And you're
like,
what?
What are we doing?
Have you ever been to like one of those like ghost towns?
Oh yeah,
where they do like the Wild West show at noon, like
they did that. So they did do a small little.
So they shot guns.
No.
Oh no.
They just yelled at each other.
Ah!
They said there's a duel in front of this fake saloon, and it's such and such. And I'm like, cool. Granted, they had gun props, but were they shot ever? No. Not once.
They just yelled at each other?
They talked each other out of the duel. It made me sad.
I would have just asked for my money back.
And granted, I was drinking quite.
Did you yell at him at all?
Oh yeah, no, I was like, "Come on, shoot him!
Shoot him!
Yeah, quit letting him talk. Shoot him!"
Oh man, makes me want to watch like Tombstone or something.
Yeah, dude, they're not talking during duels. Come on, what are we doing?
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
So I hope, like I said again, Waterworld, Universal Studios, please, 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 please keep Waterworld forever and ever. Because I feel like every time I go back there, I'm like a fossil, and things are just getting there. You know, they're changing things, man. I used to go right Back to the Future. Now it's Simpsons. A lot of stuff. I don't even know if the Terminator's there anymore. Is the Terminator still there?
At Universal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, dude. A lot of stuff was taken away.
Yeah.
I actually, funny thing, I went there. I mean,
they don't do the show that they remember. They used to do that.
Yeah.
Terminator show. They don't do that show anymore.
See, and that's bullshit, dude. And it's great.
But I think they've replaced it with other things.
So, I mean, there's a lot of things at Universal that people just don't. It probably doesn't click with them. They got the Blues Brothers.
I remember one time. So I went to Universal Studios and we did the Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
I've been to that a couple times when I was younger. I haven't gone like in recent years, but this was a while back. And we're standing in line. They're doing this theater thing. And I don't think I knew what it was when we were going. We're like, oh, cool. It's like the theater. You know, let's go get in this line. And so we go and we get into the theater where they did the Terminator thing, where it was like 4D, you know?
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there.
That's great.
And we're going, and then the music for Rocky Horror Picture Show starts. And I went, oh, God, no. And then a bunch of dudes in drag just started running down the aisles.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm like, I think we're in the wrong place.
I don't know, dude. I feel like now, like maybe it might just be like a bunch of Karens and woke people running at you, telling you how you're doing life wrong.
It was some dude that like was the main character. It was done up. He was casted to that he looks like Tim Curry.
Dude, could you imagine if Tim Curry would have came up like, it's a different show? I'll be honest, it's all drag. I would have been into it though. I'm like, all right, sure, yeah. Tim Curry, dude, fuck it,
pulled it off. I'm surprised he wasn't dragging Home Alone 2. I'm just saying.
I mean, he could have been. Who knows? He probably had his lingerie out underneath his suit. No.
The lingerie is underneath the suit.
Who knows? Who knows, man?
So it's been a while since we've recorded. You know, we took a hiatus and all this kind of stuff going on. So I have kind of some funny stories and things that maybe we'll sprinkle in some of these future episodes or whatever. Because I don't want to tell all.
We can't go all right off the bat.
But I did have this one instance where I don't know if you know, but I want to say in November was the official ending of Netflix's DVD service.
Oh yeah, no, I know this.
Right, and that was still going on.
Yeah, Redbox has the one up on them right now.
So nobody knew that the Netflix was still the DVDs.
Yeah,
and they ended it in like the beginning of November or something. So Danielle, we go to the post office, and Danielle goes in to drop something off. So I'm sitting outside the car. She comes out and goes, dude, you'll never guess what I just saw. What? This old man barely could walk. Goes and turns in his last ever Netflix DVDs to the post office. Dude, that's mind blowing.
Like how old? How old is this man?
I saw him get back in his car. She said, "That's the guy," and couldn't drive very well. I don't know, probably 80s.
So what?
70s, 80s.
What do you think his last DVD?
What do you think the movie was?
Yeah. What do you think it was?
Dude.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a more to the times old man. Because my grandparents don't even fucking know what Netflix is.
Yeah, but that means he never swapped over to the streaming service. He has been doing DVDs since it was DVDs.
What's his last DVD? Let's call it out right now.
Oh, Cocoon.
Cocoon? If he's old enough, man, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna say he's trying to live in his high time. Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit? You think it was
Smokey and the Bandit?
I think it was some raunchy teen comedy where there was lots of boobs. Oh, probably a perverted old man.
It might be, dude. It's just American Pie.
Yeah, just American Pie.
American Pie. Yeah. Blatantly American Pie.
It could be two ways. Or it could be like Die Hard for the 1,000th time that he just keeps getting
maybe,
from Netflix.
Dude. I
like,
don't know.
buy the DVD at this point.
Wrath of Khan?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's a Trekkie.
Maybe, dude. I don't know. That's a toughie. I wish Danielle would have
asked him what it was.
Like, hey, what is that?
Like, wait, what DVD is that?
Yeah.
Do you remember the days when Netflix was just DVDs? I used to take the copyright. I had a program on my computer that removed the copyright off of them.
burn it.
and then just burn them. And I would
did.
and then I'd send it right
Everybody.
back, and then I'd get new ones and just do it like that.
Everybody was burning.
Oh yeah, dude.
Those are the times, dude. Burning music, a whole thing.
Times were just better and simpler back then.
We were.
But we were also younger, so we had less responsibility. So it maybe just seemed that way.
So you don't feel like that could be like a thing today? Like if we were as old as we are now, and that was still going on, I feel like it would still be good. Like it would still be fine.
What, burning DVDs?
Sorry, not that it's fine. No, I just feel like those things like shouldn't have disappeared in the first place. They
Netflix?
Not Netflix. So yeah, like burning DVDs, music. The whole
just things evolve, right? So everything went digital.
Well, I say that too. And me and Tyler also live in California, and our inflation's insane. Oh, money's wild here.
I don't even. That's a rabbit hole. We do not need to go into. We can just.
Bad. So like again, if you want to sponsor the show, it'd be great, and give us a little bit of extra income. That'd be great. Be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We're not beggars over here. We're not beggars, but we are begging.
You're begging. I mean,
come on,
sponsors.
Come on.
I mean, at this point, I'm willing to take a sponsor from Fleshlight.
Yeah, you know no, really anything.
I mean, I would be down.
One of the local strip clubs, also fine.
I would love a butcher shop. Maybe meat's at a discount.
Fine.
I don't even need free meat.
I was talking about different meat. Tyler's, we're in different pages, but it's fine. I'm cool.
I'm just kind of hungry. So.
Yeah, dude. Local strip club.
You want to be sponsored by a strip club?
Strip club. Or we could beat our meat. Who knows?
The only way I would accept a sponsorship from a strip club is if we can record in the strip club.
It would be good
in a special area of the strip club while like on a Friday night.
While it's like that. Popping. We should. You know what? We should just volunteer as strip club DJs.
And just do it right there.
Yeah, we should be the host right then and there.
That's the only way I'd be like.
It would be like, very funny.
I will, whatever strip club like brought to you by, and then you say the strip club, but I want to be able to record there.
Or we could just be on topic and be like, oh yeah, man, oh yeah, how was that football game? Oh, and Tammy's on stage. Yeah. All right, everybody tip Tammy.
It's not ever a Tammy.
Yeah, okay? Maybe. I don't know.
Slammy Tammy's on stage.
Oh, Slammy Tam. All right.
It would be like Destiny coming up.
Yeah. All right, she brought some toys. Well, here we go. Look out.
Somebody's got some singles.
Yeah, oh no. Oh, it looks like we have a couple birthdays in the audience.
Could you imagine, dude, do it like, like the announcers of Dodgeball? You know what I mean? Like, we're just like recording the podcast while making the announcements. And
looks like someone's leaving. No one's doing their job. Huh?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Somebody wants to get serviced.
Who knows? I mean, I guess if the podcast, if we're podcasting, eventually it craps out. Eventually, like a strip club DJ.
Blue light special, 2 for 1 on dances.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
It's kind of a rip. Half a song.
Yes, they just shorten it to 10 minutes. Like 5
you want to get your money's worth? Play Master Puppets. Master Puppets by Metallica. They'll never get off you, and they'll hate you for life.
Master.
Yeah, I'll hate you, man. Yeah, wear your best pair of gym shorts. Let's go. Full money.
That'd be hilarious, dude. First ever podcast recorded. It would have to be, right? I don't know. Probably. Like recorded in a strip club.
I mean, we could sell it to other places, dude. We could like sell it to our little local museum and be like, yeah, we're gonna do like this historical podcast and just not do it and just go off the rails on it.
Girl, yeah, we're taking questions. Anybody have any questions out there?
Can we? What about the kids over there making the corn that's over there? The corn tortillas on a field trip. About them?
We just do all these different venues. Like we're at like one of the like Santa Barbara missions. Like they're in a field trip. Like these kids over here, they're making candles. They're making beeswax candles.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
It would be.
Just like narrate life, but for real.
Yeah, man, it'd be a good time.
That'd be funny.
A lot of local sponsors. Come on.
Local would be cool.
Jump on in.
Local would be cool. But like I said, I wouldn't want like I don't even need free stuff. Just give me a discount.
There you go.
A little discount.
I feel like a discount's okay.
I was saying butcher shop, give me a little meat discount.
I bet you'd like a meat discount.
Buy a bunch of tri-tips or
there you go.
Ribeyes. Give me a discount. I'll wear a hat that says it. Brought to you by Billy Bob's Butcher Shop. Brought to you by Omaha Steaks.
Yeah, brought to you by Deja Vu.
Deja Vu. God.
Every different type of meat there.
Sapphire Club.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, every time. Drink before.
Yeah. Yeah, drink before you go.
Go ahead and pregame. No booze. There's no booze here.
Oh, boo.
We actually don't have any of those in town. Local strip clubs. We do not have any booze ones.
Mm.
No booze ones, man. That's like an LA and a Vegas thing. Crazy.
Are they fully nude at the booze ones?
No, it's only
see,
top.
that's
It's only top.
Why?
No, believe it or not, if we take it back, if we're gonna go on the strip club tangent, best steak I've ever had, Plan B strip club in Los Angeles, and steak while you get danced on.
Well, I mean,
don't knock it till you try it.
okay. I don't know if I'm gonna ever try it, but
Go there, and somebody hit us back. Like, you know what? That was fucking good, really good. You might not have the best. You got to get a good stripper that can compliment it. Please don't. Just somebody might fart on you or something.
We went to today. Actually, we went to breakfast, and then after breakfast, we kind of had this thing where it was like we've been kind of talking about getting a dog.
Okay.
So we were like, hey, let's kind of right but down the street. Let's stop at the shelter. And Austin's kind of been really excited about it and stuff like that. And so we stop at the shelter, our local shelter. We walk in. I don't know if you've ever been in a dog shelter.
I have.
It's the worst fucking smell ever smell in your life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
So we literally
like wet dog, but intensified.
Dude, no. So we walk. No, dude, this straight shit and piss.
Oh yeah.
So we walk in through the double doors where they have all the dog kennels, and it was like a fucking revolving door. It was walk in. Austin goes and starts like she's gonna throw up, and we just turn around and leave. And I go. How was your experience? Do you still want a dog? Nope.
Well, they don't smell like that the whole time.
No, they don't smell like that. But she couldn't even like literally walk past the doors.
Well, I mean, what Austin doesn't know, she's very young, is that the moment she walked through that little door right there, and you guys went back, whatever the stinkiest ones are, they probably just put them to sleep right there and there. Oh, missed opportunity.
It was a horrible pungent
That actually
smell,
is. But... No, it is pretty bad. So you want a dog?
Yeah, we're thinking about getting.
Dude, you can have one at my house.
I definitely do not want one of your dogs.
You can have it. I have this one, and he's super tamed. He's really cool. He shakes and everything like that. His only dysfunction is that every morning, 4:30 in the morning when I wake up, he runs outside and he just starts nutting everywhere. just jizzes everywhere. You might slip in it. It's like a whole thing. Just chili pepper wieners the hell out of the ground, and it is so bad. It's a lot. He's a good finisher though. He finished himself off. It's like a whole.
Why does he do that?
I don't know. He'll look at you all cockeyed like you're the one wrong and he's wrong. But,
he just literally runs outside.
Oh, instantly,
it's a doggy boner.
Oh my god!
He just starts humping the ground.
He's not even humping the ground. He's staying in one spot, perched up like a cat. It's just going.
You sit and watch him?
No. I've slipped in it a couple times, or I've opened my blinds to be like, "How's the day gonna look?" And he's just right there, just all right, and close the blinds again. There we go.
You have a masturbating dog?
Yeah. Well, they don't have hands, so he is just going to town. Oh, that's sad. Bad time.
That's probably one of the.
It's actually my brother-in-law's dog. That my brother-in-law kind of like, here, can you watch my dog for a while? And then he's just been around for like the last 4 years.
So did he learn these habits?
No.
He's
These are he's a good type of dog that like he likes to prove to you that he is really cool. He'll be dumping rain outside and he'll be sleeping on top of his doghouse.
Really?
Yeah, so you guys can have him. I have him right now. Great.
Well, I didn't know if maybe there was
He's the best. I mean, minus that really bad habit I just told you about. Real good dog.
Well, I didn't know if your brother-in-law is the one that he got the habit from.
It's possible. No, it is possible.
Absolutely jerking it.
Possible. Brother-in-law's really good. I think he jerks something.
What game's on it?
Is it?
Yeah, I was gonna put it
put it on the background, man.
volume down.
Oh.
Playoffs, Playoffs.
Well, I mean,
Playoffs?
you're the sportsman. You're the sportsman. It's not I.
Yeah, no. I'm doing it for me.
My fantasy football team is the Mud Dogs.
But the ones from Waterboy?
Yeah, winning the Bourbon Bowl.
We're in the Bourbon Bowl.
So
You can do it!
yeah, dude. That's mine. Or the longest yard guys. Who knows?
Yeah, just a bunch of convicts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Or that, let's see, the movie with Keanu Reeves where he was a quarterback.
That's the replacements?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that movie.
We're there
actually.
too. These are all my fantasy football teams, and that's why I don't play.
That's actually a great movie.
It's a great movie. Incredible.
Remember, do you ever watch The League?
I've watched a handful of it, but it is fun.
The episode where Rafi takes over because Ruxin has a stroke or whatever.
Yes.
Rafi takes over the team, even though the team was given to Andre. Rafi's like, screw that, I'm his brother-in-law. I should be part of the team. He's like, Rafi, we cannot draft the Hulk. He's like, why? This is fantasy football. The Hulk isn't real. He's fantasy.
True. Fantasy shouldn't have limits.
Start putting like random like fantasy players on your team.
Yeah, dude. Hike the ball and then Thanos snaps his fingers.
Yeah.
Bam,
yeah.
touchdown, baby.
Yeah.
We're in.
We'll get I got a new TV in here. How you like it?
I like it. No,
Kinda
it's
nice,
good.
huh?
I'll say man the ball.
We played football together.
No, we did. We did a long time ago. I mean, it is a long time ago now. Either way you look at it. So, long time ago, man.
We used to sweat and bleed together.
Yeah.
Never shower together. I mean, not in football.
Maybe.
Not in locker rooms.
It was kind of a weird one to shower. Locker room showers are always strange.
Yeah.
No.
And if you feel comfortable in a men's locker room showering,
Maybe. You're like hell gay.
yes.
Maybe.
How about that, dude?
What's that?
I don't even want
No, yeah, let's not. Another episode. All right, yeah.
I was just thinking like people that like didn't really, I don't know, people after high school.
Well, I mean,
You know?
I think my
You're just like, oh, didn't know about that person.
well, I think my favorite is like recently, like we've been to like events, or I've like been to events, and like somebody will recognize me, and they just bring up like, I'm a 35-year-old man now. I graduated high school in 2007, right? 2006.
7.
Okay, and the people that are talking to me about stuff I did back then, and at this point in time, there are certain things that are actually getting hard for me to remember. Like, I don't remember doing them. When you tell me them, I think that I was a crazy person. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's a lot. And then, or like, they'll tell me it, and I'm with the family, and I'm like, hey, just look up.
Like, I do have stories.
Yeah.
I do remember stories. But like you said, there's some things where I just start faded out.
Or like you try to tell your kids, you're like, hey, don't do drugs, guys. And that like I know for a fact I smoked a lot of weed.
I'm definitely not there yet.
Yeah, drinking a lot. Yeah, you
mine's 4.
You don't have that. I have 2 in high school.
I'm not quite to the don't do drugs, kid.
2 in high school. My daughter's fine. She's really cool. She actually has a really good look on the world, and she's great. And my son is pretty much the biggest wigger you could possibly see. Says things to me all the time. He told me something about the other day being sus. I don't even know what that means. To use proper English and never to speak to me.
Is that cap or no cap?
Yeah, see, that's another one, dude. They're just always talking crazy.
Sus means suspect. You're a little suspect.
I don't think that's what it means anymore. There's also saucy.
Sauces, yeah, that's a different one.
A lot of
Sauces,
what?
sus is suspect.
Always did.
Always evolving.
Oh, yeah, he's an interesting character. Not always bad, but not always good.
I know we had slang, but for the most part, I feel like we talked normal.
Yeah, there
was some slang, but not like.
I'm trying to think of like what came around our time.
The bomb, maybe.
The bomb. Saying cool a lot, like just for answers.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, like if someone's like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go here," I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Danielle thinks it's funny that our generation, because you've done it. Notice that I do it. Other people our age do it, where it's like we don't say like, "Hey, I'll see you later." You go late.
Yeah, late or
she thinks
like that.
She'll go, well, at least my generation knows how to finish the word later. And I go, you call Starbucks Starbs? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, late is
I mean, our generation of when we grew up, you got to think, man, we were like that. We were like the middle precipice. We were the Berlin Wall over here because we got no internet, then internet. It was through a fucking phone line and everything, dude. And then same thing too. You have the kids now that they're in the gaming. We talk about gaming sometimes.
Yeah.
We were on the new age gaming, dude.
Dude, we were the come up.
Cartridges to discs and then to online play. That was the whole thing.
We saw it all.
Yeah. Now they just expect it that games have this and all. They didn't used to have this.
We had the OG.
Oh.
We were alive for the OG plug and play.
Yes.
Guitars, things like that. Cartridges.
What was your first system?
For NES.
Yours was NES, so mine was Sega Genesis.
So my dad had bought us NES when they first came out, so we had that. First system that like I bought and got for like say a Christmas or something was Sega Genesis.
Yeah, so I had Sega Genesis. A neighbor of mine at the time growing up, he had NES, so obviously we were jumping back and forth. Like I thought his NES games were the shit. Like I was like, oh my god, we'd play Mario, and we'd jump over and start ripping into Sonic the Hedgehog. And,
oh hell yeah, dude!
Like, I won the what is it, number 2, where you had the 2 people, you could be Tails or Sonic. Like it was a whole thing, man.
Earthworm Jim, remember Earthworm Jim?
Madness. Earthworm Jim's probably one of
dude,
my all-time
whip you
favorites.
with his head, dude.
Yeah, no,
So
the wife just bought me. I didn't even know the guy that made Earthworm Jim bought me. What was that? 2 years ago now. She bought me the graphic novel of Earthworm Jim. I have it at home. Yeah. And I just reading through it, dude. I'm like, dude,
you know what was
such a wild.
You know what was
idea.
a Genesis staple too? This is weird. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, no, that was on both systems.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of both.
But it was more of like the NES, or not NES, the Sega Genesis because of the updated graphics, and then it was like PlayStation.
Yeah. Then you had what was it? My favorite. I think my favorite of all time when you really look back at it is now your games are like save progress, do all this. Remember when you had to keep a little notepad and you had to write passwords down to get back to your progress?
Konami games, dude.
Need to get down.
Konami games. You definitely had to have written down.
I remember
codes.
having, there was a game. My dad played it more. I think I played it more growing up, which I shouldn't have. It was called Out of This World. Really old school Sega Genesis game. I used to open it up. There was a whole entire notepad in there filled with different things. And I'm a little pervert. Out of This World's like this guy. It's a human guy. It's a game about a human dude, and he gets sucked into like this alien universe, and he's trying to like just I don't know. He's trying to do some dumb shit.
What's that? Okay, what's that one game like?
This is the best part. There was red highlighter written on one password, and I remember like there's a part where you crash. You're fighting aliens in this game, and you crash into an alien sauna, like weird alien boobies everywhere. That's the password for that level. Enter it, and that's the password.
So who saved this?
My dad.
Okay.
My dad was a little perverse too.
Do you remember? Okay, so do you remember what was that game called? Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh wow,
do you remember
that's an old
that
one. Yeah.
Game? Now that was a perverted game.
That was the intent of that game is just pure perversion.
Yeah.
I like the ones that are nonchalant. You're like, oh, this is out of nowhere.
Like Mass Effect, dude.
Oh yeah, Mass Effect's got some bone times, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
the characters out.
Yeah.
You remember like you'd go to the store, and you'd get like the latest issue of like the Game Shark or one of the cheat codes.
Oh yeah.
And that's how you got your cheat codes.
I used to have a thing called a Game Genie.
I had a Game Shark.
Sega. Game Shark came later. Like
I had a Game Shark for PlayStation.
I remember all those. Those were great. That was a way to. It wasn't even because back then there was no multiplayer, so you weren't cheating the system in benefit to like better someone. You're just cheating it for yourself.
Yeah.
Now they ban all that. I'm like, yeah, because you don't want to ruin someone's life. You know what I mean? Doing this stuff, but
it wasn't multiplayer.
They should still make that
player.
available. It should still be something that'd be available.
It is, dude. Have you not played on PC lately?
No, I'm not a PC.
Dude, there's everyone's cheating. There's all kinds of scripts and codes you can run on games.
You know what? I take that back. There is a game I just saw pop up on your screen earlier. I play it too, but yeah.
What's that?
One.
Oh yeah.
I've seen videos of that. Yeah, man.
I don't know. It was a different time. It was the Blockbuster years. You know what I mean? I like to call those the blockbuster years.
We're gonna dive too deep. We're gonna dive too deep. You said
oh,
blockbuster.
Okay. We'll see. Hold on. Let's save blockbuster for the next episode. Blockbuster. I'll write that down.
DVD, VHS, now streaming, buddy. Come on. What are we doing?
Let me save this for the next episode.
Okay.
Here
we go.
We will do a blockbuster episode, or just at least discuss blockbuster, because I feel like that was I feel like that was such a iconic thing from our childhood.
It was
time. So we'll move that to a new episode, because I feel like we could almost do a whole episode just on.
We could do a lot
on the nostalgia.
This is what we do here.
Blockbuster. So why don't we end this?
Okay, we're gonna end it here.
All
right.
We want to say thank you, and we're glad to be back.
Yep.
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, I'm glad to join in.
Thank you, Skyler, for coming back
fresh.
and participating, being a new host.
I think what was it? I'm gonna say 6 months before the last time.
Yeah, dude, it's
been a long time.
Yeah, I think the last episode came out in.
Well, I think the last time I did podcast with you, I think it was Steven.
Yeah. But the last time you did it with us, yeah.
It's been a long time. So I'm glad to be back. A host now. So.
Yeah, it's gonna get changed. Everything's gonna kind of change here.
We're doing this thing.
Last episode came out the end of September.
Yeah, wow.
So it's been a minute, and I thank you. I've checked numbers. Numbers aren't crazy, but people are still listening to it.
Good.
Through that time.
It's good, man. Run the reruns. Let's do it.
Yeah, go listen to some old episodes, some of your favorite episodes. Hit us up on social media.
Maybe some of these new ones have become a favorite.
Like, follow, subscribe, whatever.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna kind of be rebranded a little bit. I think I'm gonna work on that.
We'll go for it.
But we wanted to say thank you to everybody who listens and has supported us in the past, and welcome Skyler.
Yeah.
So
to be here.
Yeah. So thank you everybody, and have a good rest of your day.